So esta receita, or this recipe, is called Fatias Douradas, or Rabanadas, as it's called in North of Portugal. This recipe was passed to me from my mother, and I'm passing it on to my sons, daughters-in-law, and grandsons, cousins, etc. All of it will be important for you to practice at home. Anyway, we start with 1 loaf of white bread. They should be about 1 inch thick, each slide. And you cut each slide in 4 pieces. You can leave in half if you want, but it's easier to deal with it in half. You also need about 4.5 cups of milk. It needs to warm up. You should put about 4 slices of lemon peel, but it's optional. The milk needs to be handled with the hand, so keep it warm to the touch. Meanwhile, while it's warming up, we prepare this syrup. For this recipe, you need 2 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of water, 1 cup of port wine, and 1 cinnamon stick. You mix everything together, and you also have an option to put 2 slices of lemon peel, but it's optional. You mix to dilute the sugar. This recipe should give about 72 pieces. I can also use other type of bread, such as French toast or French cassette. The bread should be at least 2 days old. A merry little Christmas night. While this is going on, I have put some oil warming up. So when the milk is ready, we will start doing the Fatias Douradas. Sleigh bells ring. So there it is, the lemon peel. So it could be 2 to 4, or it's optional if you prefer not to put lemon peel. It's okay too. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. So you bring the syrup to a boil, to boiling, and as soon as it's boiling, you'll bring it to a medium. It takes between 10 and 20 minutes to become a syrup. Depends on the stove you're using. The medium heat usually is enough. So you let it boil while you start to do the fatias. You stir it a little bit, so make sure the sugar is dissolved well. The oil is almost hot, so you're going to start dipping very quick the bread in the milk. So the process is the fatia goes first to the milk, then to the beaten egg, and then to the frying pan. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joy. So you try one first to see if the oil is ready. It should be sparkling and crackling at this point. Now the fattia is not supposed to touch the bottom of the pan. So in this case, I had to add more oil. The oil I'm using here is peanut butter oil. So the fattia needs to float. As you can see, the oil is not quite warm. On the side, I had prepared about half a cup of sugar and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and mixed together. Okay, so it's getting to the point now. So you can put some more of the fattias in the oil. So each one goes to the egg. I use one egg at a time because otherwise it will absorb a lot of egg, and there's no need for it. It doesn't get any tastier because you put more eggs. This recipe took about 8 eggs, beating one at a time. As you can see, the fattia should float.
Now it's nice and brown.
Golden brown. You don't want to get too brown. The oil is about medium warm toward the hot. Close to drain now. Okay, while it's draining, we'll put another batch in the oil.
Like you said, it does not need to be sandwich bread. It can sliced bread. It can be any bread.
Yeah.
It can be stale bread as well.
Yes, actually.
Like old bread.
Not too old, but 28 hours or 24 hours or 48 hours.
Right. Like
it could be French steak as well. So if you prefer like a baguette.
Right. It's even better if it is a little bit old, I think, because it holds more the shape, right?
Yeah, well, this one is not that old and it works well. So you just have to be patient because it can fall apart quick. So, but the egg keeps it together. The reason I do one egg at a time is because it absorbs a lot of egg. So it's better if you take only one egg at a time. If you put a lot of egg, then the bread will absorb a lot of egg, but doesn't get any
better.
Taste any better. It's just excuse me, that was my hands.
It has some similarity with French toast, right?
Yes.
Isn't French toast that takes eggs as well?
Yep.
In that part, the part of the egg, not the part of the rest.
Yeah, similar.
can see that they are floating there.
So now you take a little bit of this, of the
Sauce?
syrup,
Syrup?
and you check it to see if it's already becoming like a syrup. You should see that in the spoon, and when you drop it, it goes like a syrup. See?
You have to let it cool a little bit, otherwise
Yeah.
you won't.
So it's ready. Alright, so now we have the syrup ready from earlier, and now we're just going to coat over the Fatias Douradas. The syrup is cold already, so we just have to go over all the Fatias, and the best is tomorrow, 24 hours, will be soaked on the syrup. And you always start eating from the bottom, because that's where the syrup will end up. And I hope you enjoy your Christmas 2021 with your family and friends, even though the world is going through a difficult time with COVID-19 and their variations. Anyway, happy Christmas, everybody.
Jesus, Lord.